Hey guys, Danny here, post workout. I thought something would be really interesting for me to do is to read some of my client emails that I kind of get weekly, daily, etc., etc. And this email comes from a 16-year-old kid that I just started working with. Hey Danny, I'm very excited about the new training split you set up for me. I can see myself being very motivated to get it done. I'm always in the weight room with my friends after school, and it's very fun working out with them. But the days where I can't work out with them, I find it extremely intimidating to go to my local gym and work out in the weight area. It's not that people are necessarily mean to me, it's that I feel a bit smaller than everyone. Is there any way you can reprogram my workouts so I can get it all done on the weekday so it can be done at school? Thanks. So basically, we got a teenage kid who's extremely kind of discouraged to work out because he feels he doesn't have a prerequisite like credentials to even work out in the weight room. And this is something that's very, very common. I'd probably say about 30 or 40% of my, under 18 athletes will have an issue with this. It's, oh man, like, am I big enough to go to the weight room? Can I handle this? Like, what if people say something about me? What if there's the big guys, the whole shebang. And, I gotta say, like, you don't, when you start off doing something, you're never going to be like great at it. You're never going to, you don't have the experience yet. But to be afraid to start and to progress just because of, insecurities is absolutely just absurd. Like when I first started, I was just doing cardio. Like for a year and a half, I dropped like 210 to 140 pounds, like scrawny, like horrible. Like I look like Skeletor, and my friends would always tell me, "Hey, Danny, like you should go work out, man. Like, like you should really like bulk up, blah 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 blah." And I'm just like, no, like, I'm not big enough. Like, there's a lot of big guys in there. Like, I don't want to, I don't want to be in there. I'm not, I'm not strong. I don't need to, blah blah blah. You know, in that year and a half that I didn't work out, it's year and a half where I could have been working out, making progress if I just wanted to get some willpower and courage to kind of get myself out of the hole. It's a lot more respectable for someone who starts and is trying to get out of the hole as opposed to someone who's kind of already out of the hole and just kind of dancing around, not really improving like the average gym guy. So dude, like if you're improving and you got respect for the gym, like you're putting your weights away, you got good form, which you will have good form. You got good form, you're just doing your own thing. No one's gonna say anything, man. Like you got to remember that everyone there is trying to make themselves better. There's not going to be a guy that's going to be like, oh man, look at this kid over here trying to like improve himself. Oh, that's just what a loser. Like this guy's trying. Dude, no one's going to say that. And for that argument, if someone is there to say that and someone is that douchey, like who cares about their opinion? Like they are obviously just completely just a dick. So don't worry about other people's opinion. This actually reminds me of my friend in Korea. He was, I think, his PhD university teacher was asking him like, "Hey man, like you should write, you start writing like political articles for like this website or something." And he told me he wanted to, but he didn't have a master's yet, and he didn't want to write something until he got a master's because he felt like it'd be a little pretentious of him with just a political science bachelor. And I was like, dude, this like if you have something like really good to say, like a good message or like a good article, write it. Like just do it, man. Like you don't. It's the same thing as a weight room. Like you don't need to feel like I have to be a certain size to go work out, or I have to have a certain education to write something. Like me and YouTube, I just started, and I'm not the best, but I'm just trying to get better at it, pump out content. Eventually progress will come. You don't get progress from just kind of sitting in the hole and then just like, man, I can't wait till I get a decent amount of experience before I can go out and get more experience. Dive in, get your experience, and climb your way up. It's very respectable for someone who's just starting to really kind of put themselves out there. Like the willpower to get out of the hole is so much more respectable than someone that's just coasting. I can't like stress that enough. Like a 300-pound obese man trying to get something done takes way more willpower than someone like me who's just kind of improving little things like daily. So yeah, the best advice I can give for this is don't worry about it. No one's gonna look at you. No one's gonna really say anything. And if someone does say something, let me know, or or just don't worry about their opinion. Like if someone has an opinion about you improving yourself, it's probably going to be good. It's not going to be bad. So yeah, that's what I got to say about this. If you're intimidated to go to the gym or intimidated to do anything just to start and improve, don't, no one's perfect at the start of everything. Everyone's improving. And if I had the mentality of, oh man, like I suck at this. I don't want to try this just cuz, I'm not good enough to try it. It just kind of doesn't make sense. And I wouldn't be where I'm at now, if I gave up on even trying to start. So yeah, that's all I got to say, and I'll catch you guys next week.